Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto, and there's a lot to break down. Sometimes we have slow news days, sometimes we have big news days, and it's been a big couple of days, right? So the London Stock Exchange, and no, this is not even the biggest story. The London Stock Exchange is in talks with the obviously UK government to create a new blockchain driven trading venue. Now they're the world's one of the world's oldest exchanges. That's number one. Number two is I think they're worth about 3.25 trillion dollars in terms of the market cap of all the companies that trade on there. Little tidbit. That's like one third of BlackRock. We have a story about them later, but I'm just saying. But I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, this is actually a very big deal when you think about the touch and adoption of crypto from where it was just a few years ago to where it is now, where you've got exchanges looking to get directly involved in the crypto space. You've got banks looking to get directly involved in the crypto space. Take Hana Banking Group in South Korea. Hana Banking Group in South Korea is actually entering into a partnership agreement with BitGo that should kick off late next year. I don't know if it's going to kick off late next year or they'll be ready to rock and roll in late next year. Now, if you've been paying attention to what I've been telling you about news in terms of investments, you'll get some news that'll drop right now. And throughout every stage of a given transaction, you'll hear more news. Take a look at how Shibarium teased everything they were doing. Just everybody does it. It's great fodder for people so that it kind of drives prices up and things like that. Keeps you in the news, keeps you top of mind. So I'm expecting, the Hana Banking Group deal with BitGo to continue giving stories until they actually launch, if everything goes well. But it really does say that everybody's looking toward the future. So there might not be anything huge now, but looking toward the future, they've got a lot of things going on. Next up, we have MetaMask. I am a user of MetaMask. I actually really do like MetaMask, and it's for a couple of reasons. I'm involved with the Metaverse group, and doing a lot of work in the metaverse and consulting with companies that are doing work in the metaverse and all that good stuff. You start to realize that you need to authenticate, you need to, verify who you are, that kind of thing. And MetaMask is huge in that space. But what else have people been really clamoring for? The ability to off-ramp their digital assets, meaning I want to be able to sell my digital asset on MetaMask and get fiat money. So right now they introduced a new feature, a new sell feature that will enable you to do that. And it's for the US dollar, the euro, and the gold British pound. So that's huge news. And I think that's going to seriously drive adoption. Everything is geared toward more adoption, more adoption, more adoption. Pay attention to what's going on around you, because you might not be seeing things going on right now, but even Visa is pushing merchants to get involved in crypto. Why do you think my hosting company, Rebel Reach, is actually doing a lot of crypto business? And the reason why is because there are companies out there that want to have their e-commerce websites and are tired of just, authorize.net for credit cards, PayPal. And now with us, you can do crypto. So that's why we're pushing, because we want to be in the future. We want to help usher people into the future and stop looking toward the past without learning. So hence our services. Genesis Global Trading. You might not know of them yourself. And the reason why is because they're really big, or were really big in that's a hint, in the OTC space, meaning over-the-counter transactions. That's when you see companies, large institutions purchasing crypto, right? Mainly Bitcoin, Ethereum, but a lot of different cryptos behind closed doors. And the reason why they do that is because they don't want the market to fluctuate that much, with the sale. That's how you hear about all these companies acquiring their crypto. It's all via OTC transactions. It used to be Voyager and BlockFi, now they're gone. Celsius, they're gone, right? Now you're looking at Genesis going bye-bye. So by September 21st, you have to have all your transaction completed, and all open accounts will be closed September 30th. That's huge. That's really, really huge. And I'll get to another story in a little bit. BlackRock, as big as they are, like what, $9-10 trillion in assets under management, basically got pressured to get out of China. They're citing that it's expensive to do business there, and there was basically low interest in the fund. So they're shutting down that fund. What I'm finding is that it's that, definitely, but it's also heightened scrutiny from the United States government over any company based in the United States doing business in China. They are definitely looking really hard and kind of letting you know, you sure about that? So something I'm paying attention to. Now, Tether had no idea. I knew that Tether was growing, was going to continue to grow its cash reserves, or cash equivalents. I had no idea how much money they have put into U.S. Treasuries. They are now the 22nd largest holder of U.S. Treasuries for $72.5 billion worth. That's actually big. That number is larger than countries like Australia in terms of holding U.S. Treasuries. That's huge. So I'm paying attention to something like that. Now, something else I'm paying attention to is how Coinbase, in my humble opinion, and I do like the company, in my humble opinion, they're becoming the BlackRock of the Web3 space. And the reason why I say so is because they've just, come out with a new lending service for institutional investors and wealthy investors. The lending service is all about crypto. They raised $57 million in September. Over the past month or so, as per the SEC, to start this new service. That's huge. Like I said, you have companies like Voyager, now Genesis, other companies, BlockFi, Celsius. You had other companies that were in that space filling a need, and now Coinbase is figuring, well, we only have a little bit of legal woes, and we're kind of moving in the right direction. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's go do this. They're going to fill a void, and I think that void is going to be filled pretty well. So that's what I'm looking at right now in terms of, how are things going in the crypto space, right? But you know what we should do? We should get into the numbers. Not everybody's going to be able to see this, but I'm hoping that most of you can. I've been telling you that we've been working on a little something, and here it is. So we're not out yet, but we're getting there. Here's Grow My Bag. This is actually us testing the feed, just like any other hosting platform. So we're almost there. We're adding articles. We're doing a whole lot of work to get this out there for you guys. So I really do hope you like it. If you like what we're doing here, just let me know. Drop me a note. Anyway, let's really get into the numbers. All right. So the Fear and Greed Index, I don't know what happened, but it's just not showing the number down here. But when I go up to the side, I can see that it's 42. Right. So we're in fear right now. And truth be told, good, because the price is down. I'm all about DCA. This is a DCA opportunity for me. That's what I'm all about right now. The next batter up, we've got, right now, Bitcoin operating. It popped up a little bit over here, but right now, if you notice, it's operating between the bottom part of my green band and, what used to be a high is now a floor for Bitcoin. And that floor is 25,211, and the high right now, the range goes up to 26,475. We need to break out of that range. Look at how long we've been in this very ridiculously tight range. It's like it hasn't, and truthfully, it's like it hasn't moved. So this is what I'm paying attention to. I would like to get up to 2828. That's my happy number. We touched it a little while ago, but then we dropped right back down. We need to get back to that number, and I think we will. Actually, I don't even think we will. I know we will. But it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take more catalysts, more good news, just more things going on, more adoption. That's what's going to drive things further. Now, looking at the big board, you can see different things like ETH. Yeah, there's slight green, but it's not really green because we're below where we really want to be, like I said, which is 28.28 for Bitcoin. Ethereum, you want to definitely be above 1700. Truthfully, I want to be above 1750. That's kind of, those are kind of my positions for striking distance for, going up. So when we hit those numbers, that's when I'm going to feel like the bull run is really on. Right now, we're just kind of stagnant. So that's, those are the things that I'm paying attention to. And if you just want to see everything going straight across, everything's just kind of stagnant. Yes, everything is in the red, but it really is stagnant. We're operating within a ridiculously tight trading range. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, drop me a note. If you don't, let me know what I'm doing wrong, how I can improve. And I really do hope you have a great day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.